up? It's Warchief, and today we're going to talk about mixing and mastering for our track that we're doing for a start to finish track. This is part like 7, I think, maybe 7. Yeah, it should be 7 or 6. I think it's 7. Anyways, let's get right into it. And I am not going to play the song in Bitwig during this video because if I press the play button, I swear my computer will blow up. Because the CPU keeps giving out with OBS on and Bitwig on, so it's pretty tricky. It's 2015 MacBook Pro, but it still has its flaws. But anyways, let's get right into it. And if you like this kind of content and you like this video, give it a like, subscribe if you want, and make sure to hit that bell if you want to keep up to date with these videos. So anyways, let's get right into it. Go. Okay, here we are. Bitwig. This is a song we worked on. I'll throw in some samples, unmastered, mastered, so you guys can hear that. So anyways, we don't need the reference track no more because we did the whole song and we don't need that. So anyways, there's 3 ways you can do this. You can mix as you go. Well, I do that anyways. I mix as I go, and then I do a final mix after the song is done. So I mixed as I went, and then the final mix is this. This is how I do my final mix. I open up Serum right here. We'll open it up. I'll show you how to do this. This is really simple. I use the, what is it called? The pink noise technique. So to do this, you want to turn off everything but noise, and then you'll have ARP pink. So it's in the analog, and it's right there, ARP pink. And you click that, and I put the level all the way up. So when you have your MIDI right there, I always put it to audio. So I bounce it down to audio. And then I always want the master, no matter what, I want it to be -6. You see where it says -9? When I play this Serum, I want it to be -6. I want the master. This is the target, okay? This is very important. Your target is -6 or below, because you want to get that headroom, okay? You want to get that headroom for your track. So -6 is sweet spot. You can go less. I wouldn't go anything under 12. I've done it before. Song didn't turn out great. But it's up to you. This is your music. You do it how you want. But anyways, so that's what I do. And then I'll press play, and there will be a lot of noise. Maybe we can solo this and play it. It's just going to be really crackly. Yes, terrible. It's at -10 right now. The master. So I have more work to do. So I play that, and I mix everything until I can barely hear the part I'm working on. So when the drums are coming in, I barely, I mix it to where I can barely hear the kick, barely hear the snare, but I'm going to confess to you right now, I make the kick and snare a little higher so it comes through the mix like real powerful, like stuff like that. And then everything else, I'll solo it, and then I'll listen to the white noise, and then I'll turn it down like this right here. What is this? -18 dB. That's my sub bass. That's what my sub bass is right now. That's what I mixed. That's what I could barely hear it in the mix. And what is this? This is a 80s synth thing. That's a -37. That's just, I could barely hear it with the pink noise on, and that's what I got. That's how I pretty much do my final mix. And then if there's an element I don't like that's too low, I'll raise it a little bit no matter what. If it's higher than the pink noise or lower than the pink noise, I don't really care. I just want that element to stick out because, again, my music. So what I want. So that's what I do. That's a lot of information, I know. Just take it all in. Okay, after you do all that, okay, this is what I do. I have these chains. I have basic chain, hype chain, and chain group. Totally stole this from Skrillex. So anyways, the basic chain, I put some EQ and a peak limiter on. The hype chain is EQ, peak. Chain group is just peak, and then pre-master. You want your pre-master, I just put a peak limiter on there, give it some oomph, makes it really loud. So anyways, you're like wondering what do you route these? Okay, the basic chain is, okay, and the only thing on the hype chain is the sub bass. The sub bass right here, the sub bass group is going to the hype chain, and that's it. That's the only thing going to the hype chain. What's going to the basic chain is the drop, the effects. No, not the effects. The drop, the synth, the pads, and the plucks are going to the basic chain. And what's going to the pre-master is the effects. The Vox are going straight to the master. Remember that, just straight to the master. And then the drums are going to the pre-master. Both drums are going to the pre-master. And then on my other drums, like hi-hats and stuff, I cut it off at like 175 hertz, so you don't get any like sub frequencies. So that's what I did there. And that's pretty much the chain. So kick, snare, drums going to the pre-master. The bass is the hype chain. The drop is the basic chain. The synth, pads, plucks, basic, effects is going to the pre-master, and Vox is going straight to the master. So I'm going to play the unmastered version and then the master version right now. And you can hear a really big difference there. So it's crazy that you can hear it. So let's talk about the mastering now. So my master chain, it has nothing really on it. I have an EQ, a peak limiter, and then Span. Span's a free plugin. You can get that offline. Just type in Span. I forget who makes it. And then I have the VPS scope. I got that from Computer Music. If you have the magazine, you can download this plugin. That's really cool. And the peak limiter, I just raised it up so it catches those peaks and it's louder. And that's pretty much my master. There's nothing really on the master. If you have a good mix, you're going to have a great master. That's pretty much it. Thanks for watching the video. If you liked the video, give it a like. If you didn't, dislike. Comment down below telling me how you thought I was going to mix and master, or how you mix and master, or do you use the chain thing? I totally stole it from Skrillex. Like, I didn't steal it. It's just a technique he uses, so that's what I'm going to use. Like, I don't know. It works. It just sounds better, sounds fuller. It just works. Mastering, not too much, but it just sounds good. So, yeah, I will catch you guys next time. Next video will probably be a machine video because I really like machine. And we've been getting into machine more and beat making. So, yeah, I will catch you guys later.